We live. What's up, guys? What's up? We live on YouTube today. I'm getting to pull up my screen so we can actually get into this chart. Like, I super into making money this year in the market. Like, I want to make some good bread in the market. Let me share my screen. Let me share this screen. Let me share that screen. Share that screen. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in the morning. Let me get this out of the way. Let me get this out here then. So I hear about the trade gold this morning, 2 a.m. I actually done in one gold position. I trade in my personal trade in my personal account and I trade in trying to pass one funded account. So that's the whole plan of this. I got trading for a 2-to-1 right here, but apart from that, I just trying to zone in on this crazy. Like trading could set me free for the rest of my life, and all I have to do is click some button. That's a lie. The thing you need to do is prepare your mind to be a really great trader. Before it was like all you have to do is learn the chart. When you start trading the market, you finally understand that in all the charts that you have to learn the most, it is yourself, is how to be able to control your mind and how to be able to think and rewire your mind with um a whole different skill set. Like trading is a skill, it's a mental skill set, and it's a skill set that you have to master on the charts. It's like you could learn the charts, like the chart simple. I could like just show you this is all the chart does every single time, all the time. Like the market creates higher lows, lower highs, bounces from support to resistance over and over, right? It doesn't do anything else. It's like the market just creates these same pattern over and over. Most likely, here come back, pull back up, and then come back up, right? The market creates this same pattern over and over, higher lows and lower highs, higher highs and higher lows and lower highs. And I come to understanding more and more now, like it not nothing else to this. It's like that's all it is to this. Like that's all it is to the market when it comes to the chart. But then when it comes down to like me actually trading the market, I find myself repeating mistakes over and over and over again. It's like you just keep repeating mistake that you shouldn't repeat. When the market give you profit, take the profit. When the market stop you out, take a minute, step back and actually look to see what you could do better or what you did wrong in order to get better at trading this market. Computer discharging. I need to connect my Mac. Yeah, so that's something that I learned. Like before, if I would have been one trade like this and I see this market pulling back like this after I done been in profit up to 1-to-1, emotion gone. My emotions, some would have go skyrocket, go crazy. That how I know that I'm even a lot closer to becoming a super great trader and a profitable trader because it's like he could either take me out or he could continue to the upside. The only thing about this is I control in risk management, like my risk in the right spot, right? 2 a.m. we got one new 4 hour candle that just pull out. He could either come, I would say this 4 hour candle could either come all the way down here, back into this level of support, or it could come somewhere within here and then it got pushed back up. Regardless, I know one of the most important thing for me right now, my important task in this market is to protect my capital. Apart from protecting my capital, my account is to protect my protect myself when it comes to when I'm saying protect myself, what I understand from this is like you gotta protect your emotions, right? We can't switch that off. I don't learn that at this point. You can't switch off your emotions. It's impossible. We as um we as emotional human beings, we could control the emotion, but we can't switch it off. So it just depending on how you learn how to control your emotion, how you learn how to deal with your emotion is what will benefit you when it comes to trading. Because if you come to the market, like right now, I could take a loss, right? And if I get super angry about this loss, that's it. That terrible for me because now I got started to think different. I got started to feel different, and that just do suit like that just do help. Then it really doesn't help when it comes down to actually becoming a better trader. So if it is something that I'm trying to do is per in perfecting my craft, is learning myself. Like I taking super notes on my charts. I doing been journaling, taking notes on like my behavior, how I want to deal with stuff, how I see things, and how I should actually approach the market. Like going to sleep earlier. Like I hear in front of this chart at this time, which I shouldn't. I should be sleeping, but the reason I'm not sleeping at this point is because I can't sleep because yesterday I was up till probably around 5 a.m. And you know, if you sleep during the whole day, when you come to go sleep at night, and you sleep during the whole day, you'll not be able to sleep at night. So that my issue right now with this part. But I really looking forward to seeing if we could come to the point and make some good bread from this chart in 2025, going over the apart from 2025, make some good bread in in 2026. But let me see why it is now making me switch over to my other side. But see right there, the market pushed all the way up here. Like I thought we would have go straight up and hit take profit, but we didn't. So it's like he either do one or two things, right? He gonna come down and break this level of support here. If we take we time, we're gonna see what happens. He either come and break this level of support and then drop, or he only come play around the support level and go straight back up in the air. The one thing I know that I sure I can't do right there is add one position, right? Because it wouldn't make no sense. It would just be setting myself up to take a loss, which is in a good area where I should be in actually right now. This is the area of interest, but we just get taken out for one loss. How I want to deal with that is just to remain calm. Like it ain't nothing else that I could do but remain calm and let the market do what it has to do. Because he could either come now and just tank, like really just drop to the downside crazy, right? Or he could come, use that as a support level. I don't know why this not showing, which is my this is where I should actually be seeing my funded account. Let me refresh this because this should actually be showing me my funded account instead of showing me that, but it isn't. So we just take a loss on gold right there. So what we gonna do at this, well, what I gotta do at this point is remain calm and try to see how this market give me, um, if it could give me another setup or it could just continue to melt. I ain't gonna force it because it doesn't make no sense to. I just jump in on one trade on. Well, I didn't. I just had a pending order on US started. That get triggered automatically. I didn't do nothing to that trade. Now if you pay close attention to what gold just did, right? That new H4 candle come out with a lot of momentum in it. So we are see exactly how he decided to play this out for us. Well, for me, basically, because he could either continue to drop or he can just come right here, reject right down here, and start to reject right down here, and then start to pull back up. US started on the other hand, he rejecting and pulling up a little bit, which is super nice. We got some momentum coming in at this time of the day, which I got my take profits them already set. Forget to move this one. But I'll be looking to see if we could get I'll be looking forward to see. I trying to grow one $200 account, but this actually was a $380 account, and I down in drawdown big times because of taking several losses with bad risk management. But again, I building myself up, and I don't stop until I get to the point that I can make big trades like the people then that I learned to trade from, and the people then that I learned trading from, they make up to $10,000, $20,000 and stuff like that in one day, up to $150,000 on one single trade and stuff. And that is making money. That is trading for financial freedom. That is actually the lifestyle that I want to live. And it not because I want to be buying like Lamborghinis or flying, but I would like to fly private jet and do things like that. But my whole goal is when it comes to trading, just to be free. I don't want to be tied to a job. I don't want to be tied to no country. I don't want to be tied to no place. I want to be able to get up and I out. Like I could leave any day, anytime, when I feel like, where I feel like, and that just a vibe for me, Like that just the lifestyle that I want to live. I don't want to live that lifestyle that actually just chasing money for the rest of my life, which is the most stupidest thing I think human being does, right? Is chase money all till they drop you one box. Like, I know what I want, So he basically looked like he created one lower high. He pulled back from up here, boom, and he dropped real quick. So a lot of momentum for the downside on that. I'm not adding to that position. It wouldn't make no sense at all. On here, I just want to see how probably how US started and play out. He could reject from then go straight back up here. You understand? I mean, US started could reject from, I mean, gold could reject from then go straight back up, but it just really don't make no sense for me to actually, go to that because it wouldn't make no sense for me. I just want to see how US started and play out. I'd have trade two pairs. And I've been struggling with this for the longest period of time. Before I used to trade every single pair there was in the market. Then I get to the point where I'm like, nah, it's too hectic. It's too hard to deal with. You gotta focus on so much different things at the same time. Every time you get in and you win on Euro USD, you lose on Euro JPY, or it's like it was a constant hassle of trading all of the majors and all of the exotic pairs. So I learned from one of my mentors, like focus on one pair, right? If you could focus on one pair, it's like he said, it's the same concept that you have in one woman. It's like you have multiple women, it's a lot of different personality for you to deal with. But if you could have one and you could study that personality, how would that work, how should it be, how all of that. It's just an example. It's not like, referring to a woman in a bad way or something, but it's just like an example that he gave me, and I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So I was looking for my pair. I start trading GBP, JPY. GJ been my favorite pair for a long time, and I was trading the hell out of GJ. But then for some reason, I started to notice gold and started liking gold, and I switch over to gold. Gold started to move faster, the pay faster, and I started falling in love with gold. I would say GBP, JPY is still like one of my favorite pair. I just had one buy on it a couple of times ago. Not a couple of times. I took this buy on GJ, you know, Because I kind of understand GJ a lot. I just trade in gold because I really like the speed that gold move on. I make like a 5 to 1 on this trade, and that was super nice. But it's not something that I'm looking for, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something that I truly looking to trade. I just, I'm more focused on trading GJ and US starter because the simple fact of me trading GJ and US starter is for me to try to um make myself be able to rest one because GBPJPY, the reason why I had to stop trading him is because he's a pair that moves most of the time in London session, right? Most of the time, GJ moves in London session. So it was kind of difficult for me to actually grasp to be able to trade that pair and having to wake up in the morning at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. to be trading GJ. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just focus on trading one pair that works in New York session. Where I could wake up at say 6 or 7 a.m. and focus throughout the day. And I started focusing on trading US starter and GJ, and it's been beneficial. And I have learned a lot. But the things that have set me back when it comes to trading is greed, not staying focused, having too much distraction when it comes to social media. And that's something that I really want to create one video on and post it because social media is a distraction for a lot of people and a confusion for a lot of people because you're always in comparison to other people that doing probably a little bit better than you or worse than you. And everybody have a different idea when it comes down to like how you should trade the market or what you should do in the market. And all of that on social media at one point were affecting me so much, so I had to disconnect myself from it for a while. Mainly Instagram. Instagram infested when it comes to traders and stuff. YouTube too, but it's just a whole different vibes, right? So that kind of helped me. But when it comes to like the stuff that I feel like I needed to get really better at to be a trader is like focusing, patience, discipline. I never been a disciplined person when I was coming up as a younger person. I was super indisciplined, and after I started trading, I started to read books about discipline and understanding how essential discipline is to your life, right? It's like if you're not a disciplined person in life, you you most likely won't accomplish nothing that you actually set out for because discipline is one of the most important things in your life. Like discipline and self-control, patience, these things important. But if you can't have a disciplined mind, I feel like you can't trade the market and you can't be who you have set out to be. You can't do nothing because if you can't actually trade and say, well, I trade this market in the most disciplined way and I gotta stick to this because I do this the right way and I gotta make this work out for me by zoning in on it, staying disciplined, staying focused, and making this happen the way it's supposed to happen. I feel like you will never make profits when it comes to this. You have to be able to just create one. I had to like put this in my mind. I have to create one ritual, something that I have to repeat consistently to become a profitable trader, something that I have to do every single day in the same manner or evolve with time, but in a good way in order for you to be profitable. And I started seeing profitability after a few years in trading, and then I lose it again. Boom, I lost the profitability, lost everything. I blow account. Things started to go south again, but I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. And it was kind of like when I started to figure these things out, like I wasn't journaling, so I couldn't go back to see what I did wrong or how I did and all of these different things. But it was like I was basically switching from strategies to strategies and doing different stuff. And that will mess you up so much when it comes to trading the market. Like right here, this now one of the best setup that anybody would take trading US starter, right? One, it's like trading this pair right now, not even in the best position, to be honest. Because he rejecting one support level, which I respect, right? By analyzing this, I could see he don't come here, he reject here. We had rejection right wrong here. And then we had rejection right wrong here again. So my reason for taking buys on US starter right now is based off of these rejection to the downside. And to see that like this just an indecision candle. We just have an indecision candle on the daily. It's like it's not like a big bullish engulfing, it not a big bearish engulfing. It's just an indecision candle stuck within the middle. It's not like something crazy happened. We don't reject down here on the daily, and I'm trying to see if we could go back up to this level, which I think could happen, but it's just a matter of time. We have this big indecision candle right here. Like this day before was just an indecision candle. It did nothing that like would indicate like, okay, let go off of the candlestick and take a buy or something like that. Nothing super crazy. So you can't really analyze this pair on the daily time frame because it really doesn't have nothing crazy to look for. If you look at it, it's like what we doing. We basically up to this level of resistance here. We come down, we fill that gap, rejected from this point, and we kind of like in between here. So this whole box here is basically like support and resistance consolidation type. So this is a risky trade, I would say, because the market not trending and it not moving in one same direction. So this could go anywhere at this point. And knowing how US started to play, he don't move fast. And he will like create damage when it comes to this whole thing because it's like he do play as a super fast pair. I up 1% on this account. I was up 2%, I think, just now before I come down. But I want to see what the probabilities is, what he could do, and if he can close bearish or he can just come and find support, reject, go back to the resistance level, or if we can pull all the way down in and try to like mash me up, or you know what I mean. The honest thing with him is like when he mash you up, that can happen so fast. Sometimes it not been chance to actually cut your losses short with with US started. Like sometimes he can go like before you can make a decision based on cut your losses short or whatever the case may be, he done take you over. He done make that big impulsive move in the direction that you were hoping it didn't go. Let's see what could happen if we reject. We not gonna reject or close or what could happen because right now it's like dumb. We don't bad from $380. We don't bad on this account. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, we could see we got rejection points here. We got rejection points here. Um, we had like one rejection come up here and drop down. We got this whole thing here. I was done, one buy on this before. Some about like here, but I closed off and went and laid on. I feel like we gonna see if he play out, but if this trade takes me out, I just won't call it quit and then I go into sleep because it's like really, really putting yourself at the point to take so much risk in the market does not make no sense. Like the market not gonna benefit you. And if we look at this, we can see we got like whatever you would call this, like a little trend. Let's see if we have anything to do with pushing up. And like, give me something, bro. Give me something. Do me something. Do something for me, man. Like, do me something right now, US started. Like, don't do me like that. Gold, on the other hand, he looking to create one lower high. Look like to me. Um, I think gold something about within this whole range here. Gold and probably reject and go back up, but who knows, buddy? Because that's a level of a lot of support and resistance right there. Saying we could look left and see a lot of support and resistance, but we just gotta wait to see. My main focus now is US 30. You on tech me out or you on go out, bro? I just need him to do something nice for me, like he take me out, smash the computer and I'm gone. Nah, we losses like man and then we pull out. I think I'm gonna cut my losses short. He not showing me nothing that has to do with rejection in this area. A lot of momentum. US started sometime he the move so choppy. And I feel like the worstest time to trade US started is any session out of New York session. Any session out of New York session is a waste of time for trading this pair because it doesn't like I started to understand it's like you could get small little scalps and stuff trading US started out of New York session, but it's not like you could have like these crazy big trades trading him out of New York session because it most likely doesn't work. It's like you see he shoot way up here and then come all the way back down. I don't know if it got close to the downside or if it got reject and go back up or not, but it's like it would be super nice. I could tell you that much, but I don't reduce my risk on this account. Let me reduce my risk on this account because I definitely looking into not taking big losses when it comes to this account. I won't keep my losses them super small, really tight. 100, 100. So that would be like $200 risk right there, $220 risk to try to gain how much this um about 400 right now, right there. So that's a good risk to reward. Let's see if that actually plays out or it takes us out. All I know, I gotta protect my capital this morning. Like I really I shut it off and protect my capital. The whole reason of me doing this and going live and stuff is to keep myself accountable and be able to come back and look at my mistakes or look at my progress and see where I went good, what I did wrong, and all of these different stuff. The one thing I know I'm doing wrong right now is I should have not probably taken more trades today. Instead, I should have just, let the market do its thing and do take no more trades till in the morning for New York session. But that wasn't the case. I just can't sleep. So I said, let me see if I could catch one move on this. But the market not moving in my favor right now, so I think we end up taking a loss. Let's see what happens, fam. Let's see what happens. Just be patient. If it takes you out, you know what to do. Reset your mind, protect your capital at all times, and just get off the charts, yo. Nothing else that you could do but get off the charts. Like nothing else. Once you're protecting your capital, I think you're good. And you're not taking more than how much trades you should be taking, then everything should be fine. Come, he drop, melted. This one don't take me out. Yeah, one prepare away. So we're about to take a loss on that. Dang, what a crazy spike. Market didn't even acknowledge that one. Anyhow, got two losses in a row, one on gold and one on US started. After them making good profits, god damn, bro. Like sometimes trading so discouraging, but at the same time, it's like it could be so nice because you could come and make so much money so easily. But if it is one thing that I got put in my head now and acknowledge for good, trading US started in Asia and London session is trash. It's rarely that US started move nicely in London session and New York session. Really rare. It's way more better to trade gold in this session than it is to trade US started. It just doesn't work. It's not the same thing, and it doesn't play out most of the time. Like right here, I would definitely look to buy gold again if that would be my third and my last trade, right? You see gold on established support, 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 support. If he established one next support level here, I would not mind taking one trade and placing my stop somewhere about below the support level and looking for targets somewhere about up here and in them area. But US started, it done proven to me, bro. Trading US started, trading US started in out of New York session or the overlap between New York session and London session. Like say the best time to trade in US started would definitely be around 9 o'clock, 9:30, up to 4. I would say up to 2 p.m. Like you could still find trades on US started around that time. But I don't see that taking trades on this pair wrong this time is a waste of time because all it does is these crazy movement, like these crazy stupid move, like it will go up, it not gonna stay up, or it not gonna continue. It will go down, it not gonna continue going down. But if you actually trade it, like say, it could be really rare that you actually catch US started moving the time that it should be moved, like the time in these time, which is like Asia session or pre-London and stuff like that, you don't catch much of a move with him. And if you do, it could be like small little movement and it can move back and forth to one point where it can take you out and then it can continue. Like right here is a great probability that he actually just come and then he can pull right back up. But at this point, I don't even want to trade him and take my third and my last trade on gold this morning. And if that plays out, good. If that doesn't play out, then I'm done. And I really want to document this, and I got even put it to see where my charts and yeah, my account size dropped down from 200 and something to 192. This is one account build that I'm trying to do. We short of 1 minute on the 5 minutes for this 5 minute candle to close. Um, I could take that trade there, but I definitely would like to see at least one 5 minute closure. That is 2 minutes right there. Let me see. 5 minutes closure would be in 50 something seconds. So what I would look to do is like see if the market would retrace at least halfway back down on this point, and then we take one buy back to here. That would be one of my setup. One next one would be from there after the retracement back to like right up here. So there would be like my last setups right there with trading gold. I don't want to take one pile of positions because it wouldn't make no sense. 2.5, 2.5 risk to reward. Yeah, leave that right there. More US started. I don't even want to see you, bro. Pending order. Paste that in there. Copy this. Stop loss. Paste that in there. All right. Take profit. We paste that in. All right. So that would be there would be my setups right there. One would be that one first. I want to have two setups on that. So what I'll do is I add the other one manually, which I'll put him here. Pending order, stop loss. And this one take profit and be a little bit higher. Then that's that. So now the whole way gonna be after the 5 minutes done close. Most likely what a candle does is it come back down, retest for 1 week, and then it'll pull up. So that what I would be expecting to happen at this point. So and just give it some time to see if that would be the case. And if I could actually get one win, perfect. I done. I'll be like, okay, if we could get that one win, that would be super nice. So one thing I want to take notes on is this, like So I just journal in this part here, basically telling myself that I do not want to be trading this pair no more out of New York session and trading it in London or Asia. It's just best for me to trade this pair. It's just best for me to trade this pair when being in New York and not in London or Asia. It just worked a lot better for me. So right now we just leave that alone and focus on this. So gold rebounded from there ASAP. Could have taken it, but I definitely want to see if we have like some kind of pullback before pushing to the upside, or if we push all the way to the upside, then that would be like a turn off for me basically, because if he go all the way up to this level without rejecting, I don't think I could get the trade again. It might come back down, but now we are waiting for the 15 minutes, like to see if the 15-minute would close in 5 minutes and pull back like this, rejecting again. Sometime that happen. If it do happen there, then we wait for the 30 minutes. If it do happen on the 30 minutes, then most likely it happen on the 1 hour. And if it does on the 1 hour, it not gonna happen. But we gonna see if he actually pulled to that point where he could come back down from up there, come back, reject, tap in, and push to the upside. Which I should have done be in on this position, but I just wanted to be patient with it. We got another 5 minutes closure. Let's see if we have any type of retracement on this one. See if we got any double bottom. We got double bottom on the 2 minutes time frame. I kind of missed that move, but that could have been a move right there that I could actually capitalize on. But I'm trying to create one whole playbook in trades that I could be taking, how I'm gonna take these trades and all it is. Because to be honest, it's like trading simple, but you have to make it more simple for yourself to be able to do it in a way that it could be actually profitable. Because I've been trading for a while and I got histories in pictures and screenshots that I have taken. And to be honest, I could go back and look at all of them and I'd be like, but if I made so much good trades and all of these big moves and stuff that when I used to swing trade before, and I still not like a millionaire. I still don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars. But it only been because I've been trading small accounts over time, trading small account, billing small accounts from 300 to 2,000 and billing account from like 500 to like 3,000 and stuff. I do think I never went over like making over like 5K. That me being honest with myself. I know one day I can make it. But I know I never build one account to over 5K, but I've built a lot of account from like $100 to 500, from 500 to 2,500, from 300 to 1,800, different account from like up to 3,000 and shit like that. But when it comes to like making big money, I haven't done that yet. And like realizing that, it seems kind of discouraging. But if it is one thing I tell myself, like, it's like I feel like in trading or anything in life that I do, you have to believe in yourself 100% that you're capable in doing something, bro. Because if you're not to that point where you feel like you gotta be delusional to believe that you actually make hundreds of thousands of dollars straight in this market, we're so inconsistent. It's like you can never predict the next move that the market can make. Like you can never say the market and come here and can reject because it not something that you I would say it's not something that you're sure about then, and I'm nothing that you're certain about in the market. The only thing you're certain about in the market is when you place one trade, you got either win or you got lose. It doesn't matter where you place the trade, you either win or lose. You understand? And the other certain part is that the market could go up or it could go down. But you're not certain about nothing that the market could do. So to me right now, it's like I really feel like 2025 is the year that I have to. become consistently profitable, not just being consistent for a couple months and then losing for a couple months, but sticking to a plan where you could actually be consistently profitable, creating one system. Because that what most traders to fail at, like they're not consistent on being you're not consistent in your actual system. Sometimes I would stick to one plan and follow it for a couple of days or 1 week, and then the next week I drop off, or follow it for 2 weeks and then I offer it again. So that been my downfall. Not sticking to the system that I created. Like I have it written right on my screen, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you just do pay it no mind or something, and then you actually end up not following your trading plan, not following your systematic way in trading the market, and you fall off. Instead of you profiting from the market, you end up giving back. Like you just keep giving back money to the market or losing and all of these crazy stuff, right? But I feel like the market you can make money if you learn how to protect your capital, you learn how to be disciplined and all of these things. So, and no other way for this, bro. The market is something difficult for you to be in. It's simple, but it's not easy. Like trading the market simple, but it ain't easy. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Like it's simple, but it ain't easy. I swear to God, it's simple, but it's not easy. Trading simple, but it's not easy. I repeat that over and over. It's like it could become easy if you know how to control yourself 100%. I do think human beings that learn how to control themselves 100%. So it's like we could control ourselves to a certain point, but it could always be slip up, you know. But I feel like we could make it in the market, and I feel like I can make it in the market. I'm confident that I could do this. I've done a lot of things, and I've made good money from this. But now it's like I really want to make big money from this. So now it's like I trying to zone in. I want to track my journey on this and all of that. Like I want to track my journey in trading this market because I definitely want to come back one day and say, well, see, all it would take was zoning in, reading a couple of these books, um, taking notes, sticking to your plan, staying focused and staying out of the streets and then making stuff happen. It's like it's not nothing better than this for you to do, bro. Because what else you gonna do? Work a 9 to 5 till 6 to 5? I can't do that, bro. Like I can't. Oh my God. I can't work a 9 to 5 till I 6 to 5, bro. I can't even work a 9 to 5 till I 35. I don't even want to work that long. I want to have something where I could actually do beside working so hard. So it's like, what better than actually tapping into to something like this where you just have to come and zone in on your skills, practice it, get better at it, and then click a button and make good money from it. It's like, what better than that? You know, what other things you could do that could give you that kind of money, say $3,000 a day for the rest of your life? What more than that you need to live in the world? You don't, it's like all you need to live good in this world is to make like, well, in the time that we living in right now, you could make like $1,000 to $2,000 a day and you could survive any part of the world. You could live in any part of the world. No part of the world too expensive for you to live in if you're making $2,000 to $3,000 a day. Even if you're making $500 a day, you could live in any part of the world. Like any part of the world, because it's like in some part you can be living with like you're rich, and in some part you can be living average, and in some part you can be living poor. But you can live and you can survive. So it's like it's all about just tapping into that mindset of sticking to one plan and sticking to something that actually work and God, bro. I feel like once God got it there for you and He put something in front of you, you just gotta conquer it. It's not nuts for you to do. And I feel like God placed this in front of me for me to be able to capitalize on this, for me to be able to make trading something super great for me. So I locked in on it years ago. I learned the charts and now I'm mastering my mind because this is one of the most important thing in trading. Is like if you learn how to master your mind, like who could ever defeat you beside God? You know, He give you all of the strength, He give you all of the power for you to be able to do things on a whole different level. And if it is one thing I want to do is be able to exalt His name every single time that I could. I'm grateful for God and He blessing the skill set that He give me because every skill that God give me, I learned how to use it. And this is one that I want master. Like all of the rest, and I'll never master the rest. I want master trading because I feel like trading is something that I could pass down, like to my kids, teach them how to trade, teach them how the market moves, and I could teach my sister, my brother, like other people in my family members to trade the market in a way that it's super beneficial, you know what I mean? But we just basically just here waiting, bro. This is what trading is. It's like I would say trading is 95% you just chilling and waiting for the market to give you something. Then you actually taking trades because like see right here, I want him come back down. Like we got that, we break that, we pushing up, right? He could go from there without coming back down. I know that for a fact. I feel like I kind of missed by not taking this bullish engulfing candle. But here it's like, okay, he either got come back down and tap into that, or he can close as a bullish engulfing candle right there and push up. Me personally, I don't want to take it there. You know, I wouldn't want to take that trade here. I would like to take it back from down the support level if it could come back and tap into that level again for me. I would really appreciate that a lot more if gold could give me that one pushback down, you know, where I got my where I have my where I have my pending order. But US 30 did me dirty, bro. US 30 did me dirty, bro. He come, if you notice, he come. Let me show you what US 30 does a lot that I understand now. He did do this a lot. He had come create the low of the day, come back up, play around in the same zone, create the high of the day, and he could easily come, play around here, and then come back down. He does this a lot of time. It take me a minute to understand it, but now I got it even more than ever. All he did was did that same thing. If you look left on other part, he does it here, he never do it, right? But look at it here again. If we look at US 30, this what he opening right here on the day. He come out, create the low of the day, create the high of the day, come back, create a new low of the day, and push up in the air the next day. He come and stay right there and then pushed up the whole next day. So it's like he does that a lot, but you just gotta know when to catch it and stuff like that. Right now, gold look like he closing as a bullish candle right here. It's a probability that I could get this to push from here. Right here we could take one buy. I would be taking one buy here. It's a risk, but I protect my capital as much as possible. Um, let me. This would be like a small risk trade, right? Okay, that's a small risk trade, and we can put he take profit up here. Make this a small risk trade. It kind of like I wouldn't say I FOMO in on anything, but I definitely would like to catch one move to see what I could catch from this, right? If he don't push up, we could catch some profits from that. Just protect my capital with a tight stop loss and do try to force it. So I'll take this small buy to see if we could get this market to push up. If he come back down and take me out, then I still would be looking forward to trade him with the pending order. So right now this could be one trade from here. My stop could be like right around there on that 2 minutes, right around here. Close price. If he take me out then the 2 to 1, two times my risk, I'll be like right there. Two times my risk will be right here. Bingo. Done. Let's see if this one I play out fast. I like trading gold a lot. I understand how he to move, what he does, and why he to do what he to do, and it's super beneficial if you understand it. And I know one day I'll just probably be trading gold and making big money because I feel like if you could zoom in, I feel like if you could zone in a lot on one pair, you could make a lot of money. Like this trade right here that I get taken out on, that the market pulled back here, that wasn't nothing. All you had to do was wait for the market to give you this double bottom here. You come on double bottom and then push. So right here was the best time after he complete the double bottom. This was the best time to actually enter another position here. And then we would have been profit, almost a hit take profit one right there. But I was waiting for perfection, which sometimes you do get in the market, or you being too patient, you miss out on the trade. You gotta know when it comes to trading, you gotta know to be patient just enough. If you too patient in the market, you'll miss out on good trades. People that call it FOMO, but sometimes when you miss out on them good trades, it does mess with your psychology as well. Or when you miss out on them trade that was supposed to be FOMO, you understand? um what it creates is like this thing inside of your mind that like, damn, I miss out on this trade and now I gotta wait so long to get another trade, which is true. We have to wait for the market to come to us again to give us another setup. But if you could just know how much patience to have and when to open that position, that good. You can't be hesitant to trade the market because it's not gonna work. It's like if you hesitate in every single time to open one position, then most likely you're gonna open that position late or you're gonna open that position too early. Fear of missing out is a real thing, and I've been there. If you afraid of missing out on one trade, sometimes you're gonna get in the trade too early or you're gonna get in the trade in the wrong spot and all of this. You just have to be patient enough to be able to learn how to capitalize, right? Some people just not patient enough or they're too patient, but you just need to be like, I got enough patience to take these trades when they present themselves and enough confident to be able to do it. This is all the market does. Is like, see right there, even if I take the trade on this 5 minutes right here, on this 5 minutes, bullish engulfing one be good because he done show me he had support, 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 and then he farmed support again. So this whole thing here was just a supportive area. And I said that, but I didn't take it because I wanted to be patient. But we're running in profits right now. I could easily place my stop to break even on this $200 account, or this 400 and something dollar account. I back up to 197 and try to just trade this as cautious as possible because I trying to see if I could take one account from $480 to like $4,000, right? It could take a minute, but I tested my skills and I putting it to the test. I want how multiple take profits and stuff like that to be able to make money from this market. Let's see what gold decide he want to do. I think it's a probability that gold might end up pushing way back up to this level of resistance up here. Way back here or all the way back up to these levels up here. Probably not today, but it might. But I saw zoning that I want to make money trading. Like I tired of working at construction. Like I'm grateful for it and I'm grateful that I got the skills to do it. I just feel like my body want to do something else. Like I just want to be at something else, something different, you know. So I really looking forward to making this something that I could do most of the time. But God first, right? God first. This could be my blessing of this year to be able to make money just trade in this market. US started, not nothing to do with him. Then he done break out, come back down and try to fill that wick, or he done break out up here and then try and go back up. But beside that, Patience is key. Leave him alone. Let's see. Give you some momentum, the goal. All we need is some buyers. Well, buyers don't come in the market. We just need some movement now. If we look at the higher time frame, I think buyers in the market because if we look at this, it's like the market super bullish when it comes to the higher time frames. We could see that, right? Super bullish. And apart from that being super bullish, we do got no top wick up here. No top wick up here at all. I think this got overall come and try to fill this whole wick here. You know, these wick right here is something that I think gold got try to come and fill. How long it got take? That always be the question to ask, and the question that me and no other trader has answer for. You can never tell when the market will come up there or how long the market will take to come up there. You understand? Nobody do know that. The market could take 1 day to get up there. The market could take 1 month. It could take 1 week. But you'll never be certain when the market will come that high. You just not never sure. But some crazy stuff been going on because, now we got President Donald Trump. We got President Donald Trump in the house. So that guy, he to do some crazy stuff. So you could expect anything. Bitcoin, what he doing? Bitcoin on he way back down. But we focusing on gold. And get some time and investment and some patience. And let's see what can happen, fam. I'm really looking forward to seeing him rip into the upside, but we know how that case to be. Look like I could end up taking another loss here tonight. Mid this morning, actually. Yeah, another loss. Let me journal this one. That one was quick, like 2 losses in a row. I don't know why every single time that I switch to come here, there's the trip. Like, why? You're telling me don't trade no more, Z. Don't take no more trades, bro. Just quit. Just pick up and run, bro. But let's see. This, like, the pending orders, I'm still there, but we see if he actually respect it. If he not gonna respect it, come and tap into the pending orders and pull off or what. But I think we could. Think might stop some kind of tight, but man, test him and see if he give you that or not. We just need to try it. So let's see if he play out or not. But this gonna be a whole document right here to see. you know, what it is to trade live and stuff. Like trading on a joke, like you gotta be dead ass know what you're doing when you come to this market. If not, you'll be just giving away your money, yo. I know people would just come and take trades behind trades and give it thousands of dollars, like lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, but like just blow it. I know to the point in blowing hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I don't blow a lot of accounts, and I know I ain't blowing no more accounts. Like I feel like blowing accounts is a whole setup for failure, yo. Like you set up to fail. Like every single time you trading and you losing and you gotta go work, you gotta put more money on the charts and that. Like to me that don't make no sense at all. You know. But if you could just zone in and trade according to one plan, could make it. Let's see if you can give me what I'm looking for. See what happen. I need one more top that I support. We don't got a nice bullish push off, and this is the 30 minutes candle retracement. So let's see if we can come a little bit lower, top again, and then we can push up. If we get this, then depending orders them is the last trade at this point. It not nothing else to actually look to trade, you know. Let me stand up a little bit. Been sitting down for a minute. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what can happen. Let me play some kind of music and chill out a little bit. Kind of liking the vibes. Kind of music and chill out a little bit. Kind of liking the vibes. In this cold hard world, it's like my problems surround me. But if there's one thing that I know, you bring the sun out and you keep my soul. You're the reason I smile.
All the reasons. But if there's one thing that I know, you bring.
There's a lot of stuff that I be testing on this. I just want to see how they function and how they don't function. How they don't function. Listen to some slow music there. Let's see if we could get a banger today, man. Come back to now. Function. All right, so 5, 4. Let's see if we could get a banger. 3. Oh, that was close. We close. Let's see if we can get trigger in. And we'll have that part to the upside. I just need that. 5, 4. Let's see if we can get a banger. 3. US started looking to break the low. We close. Let's see if we can get trigger. You would need like a really good. What the previous they did on US 30. Nothing that I want on it. I don't want trade US 30. He's gonna need this coverage. Looking to break the low. Close. Let's see if we can get trigger. You would need like. Come on, go just stop support and push up. Like that's all we're looking for. That's all I'm looking for on gold right now. Top that low and then push to the upside. You know, I want train my mind. I train in my mind to trade the financial freedom, my guy. Like I have to do it this year. And I want to make me this year, I would say, when it comes to trading, I would really love to be able to make me, I would say like one good 100,000, right? But who knows what gonna actually happen? You know, who know what gonna happen? Okay, so we trigger in on gold. We just get a couple movement. We let's see. While with a cap, right? My broker, like he barely touched that. Like if you look at that, he barely touched that. Like with like a prepare look and not trigger that trade. Like that crazy, bro. Because it's like some broker have this spread so wide, you actually have to like it has to like cross the whole thing for it to be able to trigger it. And with 8 cap and trade locker, it's like they don't have these precise entry type where you could actually just come and bam and you go and you don't even profit. I have 2 trades, so we profit a little bit, but let's see if we can get this play out. If I were patient, this is the actual fact right here in being full mode. See, I was fearful that I would miss out on this same trade and I end up getting into the trades before I get into this trade here, this one before that FOMO right there. So it was like I was afraid of missing out in that trade and I'm losing this one. And now this is the actual setup that I was looking for. Like this is the actual setup I was waiting for. But it's like you're fearing missing out in the market, you end up losing because you take an unnecessary trade. And then if the market come and actually trigger you in, and then you take another loss, that loss that you take before was necessary, and this loss that you take was the actual trade that you were looking to trade. And if you like, if I lose right now again, that would be like 2 trades lost in a row on one trade that I shouldn't have taken. But in the whole beginning, like why you even take that trade at first. Like it was unnecessary then. And looking at this could draw a lot.
Always dream of you.
Yeah, he not looking like he's anybody trying to reject right there. He could come a long way down before he push up. So I may end up taking another loss, yo. And that not something that I want, right? Yep, another loss. Kill it. big loss, yo. So I went from having on my funded account, I went from having 2% in profit to having 2% in loss. Crazy. I think I ready to call it quit and get out this market because this look crazy. Or this look like this on dump. And I don't want to give away no more my money. So it's like I'm about to call it off. This one session that I even shouldn't have traded, but it's like I have to get better at this and say when I quit, I quit. I say I done make 1 whole percent, 2 whole percent today, and I still come back and look to actually take more trades. So that was a big mess up for me, but I have to quit now and call it off. So peace out, fam. We can't force it and then end up going all over again. So I just call it quit. So we get back at the next one if God's spare life.